Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Wait. Hello. On. The microphone. Hold on. The microphone is doing that thing. Wait, is the microphone? The microphone's loud. Microphone's loud. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. One moment. While I fix this microphone. I thought I fixed it already. I thought I fixed it. I guess not. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Him. Hello? 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 Hey, okay, this is better. This is better. Is this better? Is this better? Jesus Christ. Oh man, look at this. Look at this cheek thing I got going on here as well. My goodness. This is just for the stream as well. This is what I prepare for stream. This part right here. Not the microphone. Microphone is still broken. The only thing I prepare for stream is developing a pimple on my cheek. And on the bright side as well. Why not on this side where it's like dark in the shade? Oh, whatever. Whatever. Let's back to the hype music here. Yes, welcome back. We're back. Back in New Zealand, back streaming. Back regularly streaming. Good to see everyone. It's wild being back. Very wild. So wild I don't actually know what I'm doing. I've forgotten how to do everything. I hate this part. Hate having to remember things. Okay. Anyway. I'm assuming that the microphone is okay now a little bit. And I'm also just gonna quickly ramp down the orangeness of my face. If I can find this. Here it is. Saturation. Crank that down a little bit. Okay. Microphone's better? Okay, good. Okay. Hello everyone. Let me unpause the alerts because I'm seeing a lot of alerts going on. Hopefully this still works as well. I did do a little test. This should work. Toast Animates. Thank you very much for tier 2 resub. Welcome back. Almost a full year. 11 out of 12. What is that percentage? It's like 92%, I think. Thank you very much. Toast Animates. Good to see you again. And also, we also got Young Gogo. Young Gogo coming into the stream. 74 months. Goodness me. Microphone is worse for ASMR? Well, that's good. That's good. I definitely don't want to turn this into an ASMR stream. Even just the thought of it is giving me goosebumps in a bad way. Burgermeister 24, 36 months. That's a special number. That's 3 years, isn't it? 3 years. Burgermeister, thank you very much. Welcome back. And also Jamamp, the champ, 75 months. That's like 3/4 Did you win cat game? No, I did not. We did play some cat game overseas, Exocomics and I. And I believe she won every time. Actually, no, wait, there's no evidence of this. I won every time. And Toast Animates 500 bits. Toast Animates, thank you very much. The resub and the bits, much appreciated. Uh-oh. I'm sensing some problems with the stream already. I'm seeing things are breaking. Yuko, tier 2 resub, 37 months. Thank you very much. I think the little like, well, there you go. Draw game is unlocked. I think the bar didn't finish doing its thing before the next alert came. I don't know. It's not too broken, I guess. Toast Animates, thank you for the 10 bits. Totes Coke, 64 months. That's a fancy number as well. Isn't it? 64? Some sort of number. New chat, who dis? It has been a long time. Everyone has forgotten about me. Just like I've forgotten about myself as well. Good to see you again. Welcome back. And Crazy Cow Sky's here. Hello, hello. Crazy Cow Sky. How are you doing? How are the cats? Thank you very much. Rishu, 31 months. Thank you as well. Welcome back, Rishu. Cats are super cute. Oh, I'm glad. I am glad. Good luck with all of them. And Stephen Alexi's here as well. You prepared a pimple? Yes. That was most of the preparation I did for today's stream. The other part was making sure everything else is working. Forgot about the microphone, but everything else seems to be fine, overlay style. DLC with a tier 2 resub. Any cat pics? We'll have to wait and see. 39 months, thank you very much, Eve. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe there are some cat pics coming up. I will be showing off a lot of photos. I'll be showing off over 260 photos from my holiday with Exocomics around the world. Oh my god, thank you very much. Am I still craving Italian food? I'm craving sugar, to be honest. I'm really crashing with like a what's it called? Sugar depletion. I was so used to having like pastries for breakfast every day that coming back to just cereal and milk has been like going to rehab or something. Oh my goodness, that's 2 draw games. Oh my goodness, wait, who was just... That was Super Tux. Hey, Super Tux, good to see you. Hope the lung is keeping you well. Hope you haven't had any other issues with it. Hope you're doing well. Super Tux, thank you very much. I forgot everything too. How is this all working? Am I doing this right? This is for chatting, isn't it? I am so... fish out of water. I am drowning in air. That's what I feel like. Yesterday I tried to do a little bit of extra work with the overlay, with like the character system, because we're gonna have a new character system so people can choose what they want to wear and things. And just looking at the code for just a few minutes, I started sweating profusely, and I had to close everything before I passed out. I don't remember how any of this is made. It's very scary to say the least. Also, welcome Exocomics is in the chat as well. Of course, making sure I'm not telling lies about our holiday. And Deathbulge as well, welcome back to being as far away from me as possible. Well, not true. I think Spain is technically the opposite end of New Zealand. England is a smidge closer. But you're like neighbors with Spain, right? And also, Ping Hyan, tier 2 resub. Remember when you got partnered? Yeah, still can't find the unsub button. One of these days, Ping Hyan. Twitch keeps changing the UI layout. I don't blame you, Ping Hyan. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Guitar Piper as well. 67 months. And Dower, 64 months. Thank you very much, everyone. That was nuts. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Loading Eyes streams. Today, well, let's change the music back down to something more relaxing. Today's not going to be a comic stream. Today's going to be a catching up stream and a holiday photos stream. Because, you know, everyone's favorite thing is to be shown other people's holiday photos. So I thought, hey, let's just do that with all you guys as well. Before I forget everything that happened on the holiday. So I've been away for 3 weeks. I think it's like 3 weeks. And just came back a few days ago. About a week ago. Less than a week ago. And 4 weeks. Sorry. Was it 4 weeks? Oh geez, 4 weeks. I already got my stories wrong. 4 weeks away. In Europe mostly. Stopped over in America for a few hours, and stopped over in Tokyo for a few hours, but mostly Europe. Did I ask ChatGPT to explain what you tried to do in the code? Not yet. Not yet, but I'm definitely going to be hitting up ChatGPT very soon. The thing is, I don't even know what parts to hit up ChatGPT about yet. Even just finding out what part that I have to be focusing on in the code, that's already confusing me, which is not promising. Okay. Those animates, where in the US did you stay? Briefly, ever so briefly, in San Francisco for a few hours. Ever so briefly. And You should ask ChatGPT what part you should hit ChatGPT up with. Hey, they're so smart, they would know how to answer that. Toast animates Cali. You live in Southern Cali? Oh, nice. Southern Cali, that's more like San Diego, is it not? I think San Francisco is more North Cali. I'm not sure. I don't know my geography too well. And Yoyoto draw game. Yeah, we have we have 2 draw games to play. I don't know in what order to do things in. Should we do draw games first, then the photos? Or photos first, then the draw games? Or 1 draw game now, photos, and then 1 draw game at the end? Like a nice sandwich. A sandwich of content. That's how people eat sandwiches. They have the bread first, then the filling, and then the other bread. I think I'm kind of liking that idea. What about another draw game in the middle? Well, maybe. I mean, what is it at? 3 out of 5? Most likely. Most likely there might be one in the middle. We'll make it into a Big Mac or a club sandwich. All right. Let's do 1 draw game first, and then photos. This will be like a good warm-up. Give me a good chance to get my coffee together as well. And also to see if this thing actually still works. Okay. Everybody cross your fingers. Let's see. Okay. So far so good? Okay. Did I get pictures in San Francisco? Sure did. But yeah. Throw in your words now. We'll do 1 round of draw game and then photos. And while you all do that, I'm just gonna drink some more coffee and try and wake up. It's definitely gonna be a 2 coffee stream. Northern Cali is like San Francisco and Sacramento, and Southern Cali is like San Diego and closer to the border of Mexico. Hey, I was right. I was right. Though I didn't know about Sacramento. Wait, isn't that where the office was taking place? No. Oh, wait, no. Scranton. That's Scranton, Pennsylvania, I think. My goodness, the camera's quite dark as well. I'd love to get better lighting in here. Yeah, especially after like the couple streams we did overseas and being out and about in the sunlight. Such nice lighting. Now I'm back in my dungeon, my cave. Turn this up. Christ sake. Hate this thing here. I don't even know if it's a pimple or if it's just like a mosquito getting back at me. Or giving me smooches for missing me so much. We'll see. Okay, that's everyone's words. Thank you very much. Let's see which words we gotta draw. The words today are cat, statue, kawaii. Okay, I like that. What a good combo. Wait, oh no, they're both 2 of them from Nyctophee. Oh no! And the rules are 1 person per word. 1 word per person. God damn it. That would have been a really easy one to do as well. Okay, well we all want cat, so I'm gonna have to change statue. Okay. So let's see. The second word is toaster by Toast Animate. Of course, Toast Animate submits toaster. Excellent. Okay, toaster, cat toaster, Hawaii. Can do. Hold on, my my Wacom tablet just gave up on me. Hold on. This works. Reset that. 1 moment. I had this issue yesterday as well. And okay, now it's fixed. Oh no, it's broken again. The fuck? Oh, it's just I gotta restart Clip Studio Paint. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Try this again. How's everyone doing? Doing good? Okay, well, while Clip Studio Paint loads, I'm going to think about this. Cat Toaster Kawaii. So kawaii, of course, if you don't know, means like cute in Japanese. Cute, you know, blush face and stuff like that. Uwu. Cat Toaster. Okay, I got it. I already got the idea in my head. Oops, I just opened up the calculator. Let's see, does this... Why the shit does this not work? My Wacom tablet works in everything except for Clip Studio Paint. Can you believe this? Hold on. Let me just quickly, Okay, there we go. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Okay, it works. I fixed it. Had to do a quick change of the settings. Okay. So without further ado, let's begin. 5 minutes, starting now. Well, starting now. Okay, alright. Let's also change over to, oh shit. Oh shit! Okay. Okay, some more hype music. There we go. Okay. This is how confident I am. I'm not even spending every second drawing. I'm so confident about this. Also, I've forgotten how to draw, of all the things. Oh my god. Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Let's get red color. Oh. Looks scary right now, but I'm gonna quietify it now. There we go. Wait. What? Kind of looks like me with with 2 pimples instead of 1. How much time do I have? 160 seconds. Also, there's a spider. First spider. Hey, congrats, Toast. How appropriate that it was you that found today's first spider. Let's do some shading as well. Whoa. Who that? Saruman! Loading hours, loading hours, loading hours, loading hours. Thank you very much, Saruman. Welcome back. Oh dear. It's the song again. I'm gonna have to change the song. This song is too much. Change back to this one. Yeah. How much time do I have? 100 seconds. Okay. Um. These aren't small, skinny ghosts escaping. This is supposed to be like kind of steam. There you go. There's some more details there. I haven't even flipped it horizontally. Let's see, how does this look? That looks pretty damn good. Super kawaii. Anything else I can make it more kawaii? I don't think so. I think it's pretty there. All right.
Time's up, pal.
More eye glitter? Oh, that would have worked.
I got nuts stuck in my teeth.
Pretty good. Nice. Thank you very much for joining. I mean, for letting us play the draw game. And for all your words. I think that came out pretty well. I think. Hey, Saruman. Hey, thank you for patiently waiting for that resub as well, not to interrupt the genius at work. Thank you for 63 months. Welcome back. Hippo-ulu. Very appropriate. Wait. Is that actually a... Oh my god, that's actually a toaster. The Hippo-ulu, I just noticed now is actually a toaster. How appropriate. Oh my goodness. That's what is missing. I think more sparkles is what is missing here. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna export this now. Let's see. Oh yeah, this should be interesting. I'm gonna see if this actually still works. I have this automatic post to Twitter function, but then I got some emails while I was away on holiday saying my Twitter functions have been suspended because Elon Musk has like changed the way it works. Like you have to pay for it now, or there's like a new free tier, but you have to like redo something. I don't know. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens if I try and export this now. Also, hey, where Rebels are, welcome back. 32 months. Good to be here again. Wifey says hi. Well, hello. Hello, Wifey Rebels are. Oh, thank you also for unleashing a third draw game. This is only the first one. We got two more now. Two more to do now. But we'll spread them out. It'll be like a club sandwich. One at the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end. Thank you very much. Welcome back. That's right, I forgot. I need to still do one more thing here. Before I... Actually, I can... There we go. Yeah, okay. And now let's see. Did that post to Twitter? I'm gonna guess no. It worked. Oh, perfect. It worked and I didn't even have to do anything. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Good. Also, hey, Dry Rays Go, welcome back. 44 months. The camera's a bit overexposed, also welcome back. Yeah, the sun came out for a brief moment there. I think it's going away now again. I think it's a little bit better again now. I opened the window because I felt like it was just so dark in here. But the problem with opening window is that I'm like at the mercy of the sun, which I guess we all are all the time anyway. But I think it's okay now. But welcome back, Dry Rays Girl. Thank you for the heads up. And
1, 2, 3, pull.
Ash Romero. Oh snap! There's 5 gift subs. Oh snap! That was 1 gift sub. Ash Romero with 5 gift subs. Goodness me! Thank you very much. And that is another draw game. We got 3 more to do. Okay, well we definitely gotta space them out. Wait, no, 4 more? No. 3. No. Yeah, 4 in total. 3 more after this. Yes, that's what it is. I need to have a... I need to make some sort of a running counter for this. Didn't think I would need that functionality, but pretty good sign for needing something like that keep track of all these draw games being unlocked. Quiet Artist, 49 months. I would make a joke about forgetting about you in the stream, but honestly, I'm just too tired. I'm glad you're back and hope you and the cats are happy. I'm gonna do my Duolingo so the owl has mercy on my soul and then sleep. Hi and bye, everyone. Hey, Quiet Artist, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the resub. Good luck with the Duolingo. Which language is it that you're trying to impress this owl with? Which one are you doing? I'll quiz you. I'll quiz you on it. Okay, also, let's return. Return over here. So we got the nice kawaii toaster in the corner. And thanks again, Ash Romero, for the 5 gift subs. Much appreciated. And yeah, we gotta remember, we've got 3 more draw games to do this stream. But I think now might be a good time to start showing you some holiday photos. Oh, wait, the ads have just started. Okay, I see. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna BRB, and then we'll do photos. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Thank you very much. See you soon. Okay, all right. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for waiting. Okay, let's see. A little longer than I expected because I decided to make a second coffee after all. Also, Quiet Artist, you're learning German? It's so fun I started learning German because you love Rammstein so much. But now you just really like the language. Please don't quiz me, I get so nervous in front of people. Don't worry, I won't be quizzing you. Mainly because I'm worried I might get it wrong myself. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? Being an Austrian. I mean, it was already embarrassing enough being in Austria and in Germany and having to use my mother tongue to try and get around. But it was actually not too bad because people would they see my New Zealand passport and they just think, hey, this New Zealander is really good at German. And I don't even correct them. I don't. They compliment me and I just say, vielen Dank. And they just think I'm just a really, really, really good New Zealander at German. How long will the stream be? Normal time, I'd say. We'll see how long it takes. Gotta get through all the photos and also all the draw games too. Speaking of which, let's unpause alerts before I forget. And Sarah, man, not feeling sick anymore? No, luckily no. I was I think I was like fighting off a cold or something when I came back from the trip because I was feeling a little minor symptoms and I was taking so much vitamin C. I even googled like how much vitamin C before you overdose and things like this. Apparently you can't. Apparently you just pee out what you don't need, which is pretty cool. I was popping those vitamin C pills like nothing and sleeping for like all day. But now I'm feeling, today's actually the first day I'm feeling like back to my usual 90%. COVID test was negative? Yes. Yes. So it's not COVID. Just, I think, fighting off a cold. It's cool. Didn't you even realize you could fight off a cold? Usually as soon as I find the first tickle in my throat or something, I just think, that's it. And I roll over and I die. And then like for 3 weeks or something, I'm just like dead in bed. But I realize now that as soon as you notice symptoms of a cold, and you just start taking tons of vitamin C, drink tons of water, and stay in bed as much as possible, good things can happen. And yeah, I curbed the sickness. Your usual 90 is 90%. Lucky, dry erase girl. I'm being very generous to myself there. Weird considering Exacomics has got COVID, or is it COVID? Oh, Exacomics doesn't have COVID either. Just regular old cold. She's regular old and has a cold. But I managed to escape. And let's see here. What am I doing? Okay, also hey Tofu, hello. Also, shall we start with the thingies? Let's start. Boom! Okay, here we go. Holiday photos time. Okay, holiday photos. Let's get into minimal mode for this. Now let's keep the colors. Let's keep the colors here. In fact, I'm just gonna move this up a smidge there. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Photos from my holiday and Exocomics' holiday. First time I went overseas in 7, 8 years, excluding one time to Australia, which doesn't really count because of New Zealand and Australia. It's like basically a bus trip. But yeah, first real overseas trip in 8 years. Here it goes. First photo. This is in Auckland Airport, looking at the plane we'll be taking. First stop will be San Francisco, because it's too far to fly directly to Frankfurt. So you got to halfway through stop somewhere. And our stop is going to be San Francisco. We're taking United, the American airline, to do that. Which first I was kind of excited about, and then immediately regretted it as soon as we stepped on board. Because here we go. Us both, Exocomics and I, only people wearing masks, which is going to be a sentence you'll hear me say continuously in today's stream. No one else wears masks anymore. My God, the airport, because before getting on this trip, like, we had friends and family say, you know, you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get COVID. Everyone gets COVID when they travel, and I was a little worried about that because the main point of this trip was to actually see my grandmother, who I hadn't seen in like 17 years or whatever. So I don't want to give her the kiss of death when I arrive. So I was really trying to avoid getting anything. The guys in front of us wore masks too. True, although I think they actually were sick. At least one of those people in front of us was actually sick. I think they sneezed and stuff, but at least they were wearing a mask. That's true. But my God, everyone else, especially in the airport, queuing up for the security check, just people. I see people sneezing in their hands, touching the little queue dividers. So one person wearing a mask and they take it off to sneeze in their hands, put it back on. It was just coughing and sniffing and just. I was like freaking out. Anyway, this is my seat in economy, United. Cramped as hell. I got middle seat. Exocomics insists on having the window seat. It was pretty tight. And I also realized my headphones won't work, my AirPods, because they don't have Bluetooth. They said they were going to have Bluetooth, but they're rolling it out. They don't have Bluetooth functionality yet. But you can get these little like earbuds for free, which is nice. Except problem is the sound quality is so bad I couldn't actually hear anything. I tried watching Groundhog Day with Exocomics, but we literally could not hear the dialogue because the plane was the humming was so loud and the quality was so. Anyway, here's New Zealand leaving us. Goodbye. Here's the food. I know some people, especially Exocomics, love seeing pictures of airline food, so I thought maybe some of you guys would also appreciate seeing it. This is what. What is this? Whose is this one? I can't even remember. Anyway, guess what this is supposed to be? Time up. It's actually chicken. This is chicken, I believe, with potatoes and some other vegetables. It was not too good. Pretty bad. It looks about as good as it tastes about as good as it looks. And then the salad, which is literally just some leaves and a slice of tomato, also pretty bad. And the bread was like humanity's first attempt at baking bread. That's or like if the first bread to ever be baked on board a spaceship. That's what that tasted like. So yeah. Anyway, this is Exocomics. Yeah, she got the vegetarian pasta. Yeah, just very like microwave meal type. Hey, Fire Fry, 25 months. Welcome back. I was like, hey, Fire Artist. Hey, Fire Fry. German and a Rammstein song. I'm sure you knew that. Guitar Piper. What's the deal with airline food? Is it food or is it an airline? Okay, anyway. The best part about it was the Whittaker's chocolate bar because that's from New Zealand. Anyway, next up. Same flight, but this is now 8 hours later, I think. It's a 12-hour flight from New Zealand to San Francisco. This is breakfast. I'll give you a moment to guess what this thing is. Time's up. It's eggs. This is scrambled eggs, I think. Yeah, it was pretty bad as well. But oh well. Sausage was okay. Muffin was okay, and then some fruit in a box. That was better than the dinner. Anyway, here's a nice photo of the wing. Gotta have the wing photo every holiday. It's what you have to do. It's the rules. You need to take a photo of the wing. United was definitely not the worst. Wait. Was not the worst. Wait, you thought the other one was worse? Lufthansa? I guess we'll see. Okay. Alright, so anyway, this is us landing in San Francisco. So this is a transit thing, and we're there for 7 hours or so. But then if you exclude the time that it takes to get off the plane and then have to get back to the airport and get on the plane, you only really have like a couple hours to do something. So we took the BART, which is the Bay Area Rail Transport. Is that what it's? Is that the what it means? Anyways, it's like a train. You take the train, and we went and took it to the wharf area. The BART the. And I know a lot of people were like warning us about San Francisco, and it's like, oh man, watch out! People throw feces at you. It's crazy there. It's disgusting there. Careful. I think Rishu especially was was one of the loudest voices there in the anti-San Francisco camp. And but hey, look at the train. Look how clean it is. This is like 7:30 in the morning. Look how clean. Except this is the second train we got on. The first train, literally the first thing I saw of San Francisco was we get on the train and there's like just a dude passed out on the floor in his own vomit, and there were like two cleaning ladies poking him with a stick. And then so we got off that train and got into a different one, and then this one was much nicer, much cleaner. So pretty good stuff. Anywho, here we go. Here's a photo of San Francisco on this nice little pier, looking back at the city. Beautiful, perfect day. And because I've been to San Francisco once before, I knew where to go. So we didn't have much time again. We only had like a couple hours, and I wanted to show X Comics as much as possible. So we rushed all the way over to, what is this, Pier 33? I think this is like the Disneyland. Pier 39. Pier 39. Really nice. You saw seals. I wanted to show X Comics the seals. There's a couple. And there's even more. So if you look down here, all of these are seals. Really cute. Just like free range seals. They just come here and chill, and then they leave whenever they want. A lot of people looking at them. What's this? Sea lions love. I don't know, but we did see two sea lions mate. Maybe that's to do with that. I'm not sure. And if you look over in the distance, look at that. It's the Golden Gate Bridge. So we saw the Golden Gate Bridge as well. Too far to actually go there, but at least we saw it. So that's cool. And Disneyland is in Southern Cali, Lamau. Well, this is the Disneyland of San Francisco. That's how I see it. Pier 39. Anywho, then you have to rush back and go back on the plane for our next plane journey to Frankfurt, which will be the last stop. And that was I don't know how long that was. Was that 10 hours? Not sure. But anyway, it was Lufthansa this time. And here's the Lufthansa food. So much better than United. This one was a mushroom pasta thing. The salad was okay. Brownie was pretty good. Bread was better. Also some crackers and cheese. It was okay. This is like pretty much what I expect from plain food. Like it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't go to a restaurant and order it, obviously, but it's decent. And then this was Exocomics' one. Wait. Oh yeah, she got the chicken and rice. What was this again? I forget. Chicken. Was it chicken teriyaki? I can't remember. But it was okay. Gregor stole my main because he liked it better. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We wanted to order one each, so we could see both meals. There were two options, but Exocomics insisted that she prefer the pasta mushrooms. So I was like, all right, I'll take your chicken teriyaki something, whatever. Sure, why not? And yeah, it's okay. Not bad. Here's some interesting Earth photo. A lot of grids. Very cold. Can't remember if this is still America. I think this is still America. Haven't crossed the Atlantic yet. Anyway, then we arrive in Frankfurt. This is the Frankfurt main train station. Dry Razio. Nice catch with that spider. So this is not the airport. This is the main train station, the Hauptbahnhof of Frankfurt. And looks pretty cool. Interesting. And that's about as good as it gets for Frankfurt. Because, man, oh man. I don't even know why did I include this photo? I can't remember why I included this photo. It's hard to show Frankfurt without being there. Mainly because I didn't want to pull out my phone too much because I didn't want to get robbed on the street. But oh, I didn't tell the Frankfurt airport stuff. Oh man, I completely. Okay, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Let me go back. I'm so glad Exocomics is here to correct me. I keep forgetting some stuff. I'm skipping things. Okay, so in Frankfurt airport there was a storm. Luckily started after we landed, and our bags took forever. And we were waiting for like hours for our bags to arrive. And we were super exhausted, yeah. And then Exocomics got into a conversation with a Brazilian artist lady who also just arrived. And she was cool. Luckily, she was also the only other person wearing a mask. That was nice. And at that point, we were traveled. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm forgetting all this stuff. At that point, we traveled for over 30 hours and on very little sleep. I didn't manage to sleep at all. Those chairs are so uncomfortable. And a Lee stream. Lee would be. I'm glad Lee is at least in the chat because otherwise I would completely forget some of this. I did write stuff down. Maybe I should be checking my bullet journal to see if I'm missing anything. I did write down like every day. I've got a little diary thing going on. Let's see here. What is this? 23rd of March. Counter-Strike 2 was announced. Cool. Right now. Lufthansa. Even more cramped than United. Food was a lot better though. Oh, that's right. But everything else was old. They had to reset all of Economy's entertainment for 20 minutes because it was so slow and broken. Oh, that's right. Hey, well, thank you, Past Gregor, for telling me. Oh, man. Did your butt hurt? My butt always hurts on planes. It did. My goodness, especially my left cheek. My left cheek was getting like so achy and numb. And you can't really fully stretch out because it's just, oh man, I hate it so much. Hate it. And it sucks being in New Zealand. I mean, it's pretty good being in New Zealand, but one sucky thing is that if you want to travel anywhere outside of Australia, it's got to be at least 10 hours. So, yeah. I'm not looking forward to future trips anywhere. You should get up during the long flight, walk around. Well, the problem is I'm in the middle seat. Exocomics at the window, and then I have a stranger next to me. And I don't want to keep pestering them to like let me out. I already have to like hold my bladder as much as possible. And ideally sync up with her bladder next to me so that when she gets up, I also get up. Which I guess in hindsight sounds kind of creepy. Like I'm following her to the bathroom. But it's okay, because Exocomics is behind me as well. How long to Japan? It's about 10 hours from New Zealand. Give or take. 10 to 11 hours, I'd say. Comic-Cut, I always select the side seats because I go to the bathroom a lot. I know, I prefer an aisle seat myself. But Exocomics wants the window seat. So, what are you gonna do? Man, but actually, you know what I found out later? I prefer the aisle seat of the middle section. That's the golden seat. And an Exocomics can sit in the middle. And then that means we can both get out to the aisle whenever we want, and the person next to us can get out the other aisle, so they won't even bother us. So that'd be kind of cool. "10 hours to Japan? You all really are in Narnia or something?" Because I guess people might think that New Zealand is closer to Japan. 10 hours still seems crazy far. Hey, DePower, hello, welcome back. You almost had me saying DeFlower, Yoda. Welcome back, how you doing? Alright, what else I have right here? But yeah, Lufthansa, because the thing I hate about Lufthansa is that the entertainment screen, so slow. Like pushing a button, it would take like, well, it would take like 30 seconds for a button to register. And then even at some point, my whole screen just kind of rebooted into like DOS mode for a second. And I guess everyone else had the same issue because then, yeah, they turned off everyone's entertainment unit thingamajiggy for like half an hour for it to reset, which did fix it a little bit, but it was still so slow. Stephen the Sleepy, gotta head to bed now? Alright, have a good night, Stephen the Lexi. Yeah, it was still pretty bad. That Lufthansa plane was so old and ugh. But, and also 2 of the 4 toilets were out of order. There were big lines for the toilet. It's always so awkward as well. And the toilets are behind, so you don't realize, and you get up there and you have to wait next to like 3 other people with full bladders. And then you're also like trying not to like put your crotch in someone else's face when you're waiting next to their chair, and then your ass is in someone else's face. And you know that they know that you're just standing here because your bladder's full. It's not good. Not good. Imagine being in the rear seat. I know, I felt so bad for them. I would hate that. Alright, let's see. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, our first flight to San Francisco, it was delayed a little bit because a luggage fell on a baby. So that was interesting. I had to get the EMT and everything on board. And they took the family off the plane. Yeah, I was wondering why it suddenly got nice and quiet. But yeah, I mean, they said the baby's okay, but I think as a precaution, they took off the baby on the plane, and the family included, not just the baby. That'd be kind of weird. But man, was it my luggage? It was not. Thank goodness it was not my luggage that fell on that baby. Could you imagine? Oh man. Because I don't think it was the family's luggage that fell. I think it was someone else that opened the overhead thing and then a bag fell. Could you imagine being that person? Oh my god, I would feel so bad. Exocomics. And then later on there was another crying baby, and Gregor whispers to me, where's the luggage when you need it? This is yeah. Alright, what are you gonna do? Baby's gonna cry. I'm just glad that it's not my baby or my luggage. I would hate that. Way too much attention on me. But oh well, let's see. Oh man, I'm skipping so much. Okay, I'm going backwards in time. Let's go back to San Francisco for a second. Sorry, I'm gonna from this point on, I'm gonna stick to reading my bullet journal so that I don't forget all the details. Because let's see. Because hold on, let me most of the stuff I did mention, but oh yeah, security lady. That's right, security lady. Was a detonator. Welcome back. 7 months. Gregor, missed you. How you doing? Followed the whole trip on Instagram. Felt like I was there. Happy to see you back. Nice, Detonator. Thank you very much. Nice for checking out for my Instagram stories. Much appreciated. Glad you liked them. Welcome back. But yeah, the security lady at the San Francisco airport asked us what we did. And then Lee said drawing comics, and she thought anime, so she said web comics, and the security lady heard weird comics. Wait, did I write that? Hold on, I think X Comics can remember that clearer. I mean, at that point, I was so exhausted, I didn't know what the hell was going on. But the X Comics did a tweet. Is this a diary? Yeah, it's a bullet journal. Oh.
1, 2, 3, pull.
Hey, you'll see gifting a sub to X Comics. Nice, X Comics. Finally do some emotes. And that's another draw game. Oh my god, so many draw games to do. 4 more to do. I think there's actually an ad playing at the moment. Maybe we should take a little break and do a, not break, but take a break by doing a draw game, shall we? Because we've got to do 4 draw games before the end of the stream. Maybe that might be good. What do you guys think? Mix it up a little bit? Alright, quick draw game. Add your words. What's tomorrow's stream? I don't know, Comic Code. I'm not sure. I have a couple ideas for what we could do, but this is gonna be one of those like non-comic weeks where I work on the Plucked Up comic to post this weekend, and then next week will be like comic streams again. Oh, and also next week we're gonna be on the front page for a couple hours too, which will be cool. Part of like Twitch ANZ Creative Week or something. Okay, while you add these things, I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, I'm so glad I wrote stuff down in my bullet journal. I would have forgotten all of this stuff. My goodness. Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna be consulting the archives for future retellings. Okay, 38 words. Locked in. Let's see which words we gonna draw. They are boomerang, chicken, crying, boomerang, chicken. Detonator, that's honestly a great idea. Might do it on my next trip. Oh, highly recommend it. In fact, I do the bullet journal every day. Not just for my holiday. I've started doing this. This is my 2nd year doing it, and it's really good, especially if you have a bad memory. Because otherwise, I feel like I couldn't tell you if what I did like 3 days ago. I'd have to consult this book. So it kind of keeps things in check a little bit, which is cool. All right, what is this? Boomerang, chicken, crying. Okay. Okay, boomerang, chicken, crying. If you're back from the ads, we haven't done any more photos. We started another Draw Them Words game. So on that note, let us begin. Go, okay. Let's see. Okay, good so far. Well, let me just quick. And the boomerang. Okay, how do boomerangs look? Oh man, boomerangs are hard to draw. See here. Let's hide that for a second. It's fun to do. To make those sounds. I totally know why they do it now. And it just looks like it's being chased by a croissant. I think the boomerangs are kind of like brown usually, and they have like designs on them, I think. I think they do. At least the tourist ones I've seen do have that. I'm just gonna do. Let's see. Put some dirt coming from the ground. Oh yeah, good idea. Maybe I'll even do. Did I do a ground? Nah. I'll do some dust. Now it's a chocolate croissant with cheese. It's a corn dog. Oh, it looks like mustard on a hot dog, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure how to draw this exactly. Uh, 70 seconds. I mean, I think it's. Why is there a flying croissant? It's a boomerang. I don't know how to draw a boomerang. Hard. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all. That's all it is. Hmm. Oops. 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 I mean. Oh, where's the crying? The crying.
Time's up now.
There we go. There. Oh my god. Thank you very much for reminding me about the crying. I can't believe I would have forgotten a third of the words. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, excellent. I am pretty happy with. Oops. Pretty happy with that. Move that more in the middle, maybe. That's pretty good. Okay. Thank you very much for your words. Let me export this now. Cool. Nice save at the end. Thank you very much. There it is. Run, chicken, run. Okay. And on that note, let's get back to the holiday stuff, huh? Okay, so that means we've done 2 Dwarven words, and we still have 3 more to go, I think. But we'll space them out. Detonated. Did I find anything broken? What to do with the overlay? Well, the microphone is broken again as soon as I started. Notice that. I think it's more or less fixed. Otherwise, so far so good. The Twitter stuff is working surprisingly. Thought I'd have to redo that, but nope. Good, good, good. Okay, where are we at? Alright, see. Okay. So yeah, I only slept for like 2 or 3 hours in total on the way to Frankfurt. Started watching Bullet Train with Lee, but swapped to The Office because Bullet Train was bad. Oh yeah, the girl next to me would watch stuff on her phone by propping it up under the TV screen. It fell every time the girl in front of her moved too much. Once she laid out a bunch of Cheetos on a napkin on her table, only for the phone to fall and crush half of them. Yeah, I remember that. It was stressing me out. Just constantly prop the phone up, and it's just, there's no real way of propping it up. It's just like slightly balanced, and the girl in front of her would like laugh and just do this, and then, especially during like the dinner time, oh, that was really stressful. What? Bullet Train was great? I don't know. I mean, to be fair, watching anything on the plane, it's not the ideal conditions, I suppose. But I guess it was just not my cup of tea at the time. And also, I was just like annoyed at everything. My ass was half asleep. Toilets were broken. TV screen was too slow. Anywho. All right. Then we landed in Frankfurt. Where's the thing? I get straight. Landed in Frankfurt. Frankfurt. Yeah. Old Brazilian lady in mask and shades started talking to Lee while she also waited. She was also an artist and worked with motion capture when it first started. We gave her our cards and went to buy a ticket for the train to get to this place, the main train station. It was very confusing, and we didn't have any reception underground. Eventually, we bought something and hopped on. Later, while consulting the map, I realized that Maine is not the same as Mainz. Oh yeah, that's a really confusing thing. We need to get to the main train station, and then so the map was showing me Maine somewhere, but with a Z. And I thought that was just like a, I don't know, German cool way of saying main train station. But Mainz is like a completely different area in Germany. So that was not good. So we're going the complete wrong direction. And then after a couple of stops, we hopped off and got onto the right train, 180 degrees the other way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And then this was one stop. So we were like standing kind of near the door and had our bags and stuff, and good gosh, I was like sweating and I had my mask on. No one else was masking up. People sneezing, coughing, and whatnot. And there was like a stop. It stopped at a door, opened up, and there's like this old man trying to get on the train station. And then the train had like these big steps, like 2 or 3 big steps up. And he had like this old luggage and everything, and he's getting onto the train. And I was like, I went to go like help him, you know, bring the bags up and stuff. But I was also a little torn because I don't want to be touching stuff with COVID, especially when the old person is there. I don't want, like, they might be, you know, they're more frail. I feel like old people don't want to interact with other people too much because they don't want to get sick either. So I kind of hesitated for a second, and the guy was kind of grumpy and stuff, and he did the luggage before I was able to make a decision anyway. And and it kind of then I realized there was something very strange about this man. He reminded me so much of what's his name, Bill's dad from Pirates of the Caribbean, the the underwater one. You know what I'm talking about? Legolas's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's like got like barnacles and like, oh man, it freaked me out. Yeah, Bill Turner. Yes, Bill Turner's dad. Or is that is actually his name? I don't know. And like I just the more I suddenly started seeing things and just freaked me out. He looked like he came from under the ocean and like had like holes in his clothes and his luggage was like kind of falling apart. And it all looked like he just stepped out from the sea. It's really, really bizarre. I was kind of like, I was so overwhelmed with like Frankfurt. I didn't know what to make of it. And like he would just kind of walk through the train station as well. I don't even know if he would ever get off the train station. Actually, he just kind of walks from carriage to carriage. Anywho, Frankfurt is a disaster. I think. My God, at least this area freaked me out. Exocomics is going to disagree with me, but it was scary. It made me feel so embarrassed that I had complained about Auckland City to you guys like just a few weeks earlier on Google Street View when we were like doing those Google Street View tours around the city, and I was like, oh my God, the city is so grungy now. Look at this grunge. It's scary now in the city. And now in hindsight, my God, Auckland City is like Disneyland in comparison to Frankfurt. My goodness. Oh my God, I just realized there's the old man. Oh my God, there he is. That's the, I didn't even realize he was in this photo. That's the old man with the luggages and stuff. I mean, he looks very just like a normal old man from this distance, but yeah, he reminded me of like one of the people at the beginning of Bloodborne. Those villagers. But yeah, anywho, I felt very, what's it called? Kind of embarrassed that I would be so like hoity-toity about Auckland City. The Frankfurt scary, just like barbed wire everywhere, and so many people like doing drugs, and I feel like people were getting into fights and stuff. They're like yelling at each other, and just like big groups, and just kind of freaked me out. Anywho, apparently this area is just a bad area. So I'm sure other parts of Frankfurt are nice, but this part kind of reminded me of kind of like City 17 with more people. Anyway, from Half-Life 2. Moving on here. Dick Butts. So that in Frankfurt. It's a restaurant or something. I mean, that's got to be intentional, right? Right? Got to be intentional. I'm not even sure what butts means. I think it means like to clean, like brush. I'm not sure. What he needs is a skateboard. Grandpa, no. Let's see. Anyway, what's next? But we were only in Frankfurt for one night. Oh yeah, look at this. Managy. Some interesting stores in Frankfurt. This is like a weapons store, and I thought this picture was quite hilarious. Managy, and then I refuse to become a nugget. Yeah, a very pro gun store. This thing, but at first I thought this was like making fun of gun owners, but then I realized no, this is for the gun store. So I don't know. It was funny. And here's Frankfurt. This is like the main street, Kaiserstrasse, King Street. You can see, I think Dick Butts. Wait, did I just see Dick? Ah, whatever. This is like the safe street, I would say. That's a good Thai place. There, Thai. Anyway, this is a little further up in Frankfurt. This is like in the morning. Kind of, yeah, very City 17 looking, to be honest. Anyway, then, oh yeah, okay. So then, okay, here's a dilemma. So this is a story that Exocomics was trying to tell you guys during our stream in Italy, but then the reception kept cutting out. So I'll give you a shorter version of it, because I think we tried telling you that story like 4 times that stream, and by now everyone must know it by heart. But anywho, just for completion's sake, we had to take a train from Frankfurt to Vienna, Austria, and we had our seats booked and everything, and we got on the train, and we had we were there early. We were so proud of ourselves for getting there early, and everything worked out. We got the seats correct. We sat down, and Exocomics even turns to me and says, "Wow, I'm so glad everything worked out." and then like 2 minutes before the train was supposed to depart, this crackly German voice comes onto the speakerphones and starts saying some stuff. I could barely understand it, and I look around and everyone else is like doing this motion. Ugh. And they all start getting up and taking their luggages, and I didn't know what to make of that. I was like, what? There's no English translation version of it. I couldn't understand. And it asks a lady next to us like what was going on, and she said something like the train carriages were mixed up, and this is not the correct train carriage anymore. And that was really stressful, because I didn't know what the hell was going on. No one knew what was going on. And the train was leaving in like a minute, and we all had to take our luggage and get off the train and then walk up and get on another carriage or something. And then there were people in our seats that were reserved for us, and then I had to like get into a whole thing with them. And they said like, well, he didn't want to move. He's like, hey, what are you gonna do? And I was like, oh, these are our seats. And I didn't move, so I was standing in the aisle. People were lined up behind us as well, and they started saying some stuff. And then it was like this stalemate for a little bit, and eventually got the guy to get up and leave. And they moved all the way to the chairs behind us for the rest of the trip, so that was a bit awkward. Hey, Gloomby, 4 months, just dropping in to say hi and welcome back. Hey, well, thank you very much, Gloomby. Welcome back yourself. Thank you very much for the resub. Thank you. And yeah, it was a nice train ride, so countryside of Germany. It was cute, really nice. Here's Exocomics trying to do some work, which good luck to her, because it's actually surprisingly bumpy a little bit. But she tried her best anyway. And then we arrived in Vienna. This is me down there, if you can. There I am. The camera angle is a little like elongated. That's why I look so much like Slender Man here. But yeah, that's the Saint something Cathedral, Saint Stephen's Cathedral, I think. Also, Detonator, I'm having so much GeoGuessr vibes right now. I think this is in Europe. You're right. And there was also, that's right, Exocomics. There were also train strikes in Germany the very next day. So we were super lucky with how things worked out. The next day, our train would have been canceled. So, and we booked this train like way in advance. So this is really just pure luck. Why does it look like you were photoshopped in? It's just the camera angle. And you still can't even get to the top. You can't see the top of this cathedral. It's really impressive. Totally reminded me of Dark Souls 3. I think that specifically that place, that boss where I died for like 3 hours. It was very cool. Yeah. It's almost a shame to see this as the first cathedral on our trip, because then it kind of made all the other churches and cathedrals afterwards seem not as interesting, because this one was just so intense. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let me just quickly read my journal and see if I'm missing anything. Oh, and also I should mention, on the train, again, only people wearing masks were us. Everyone else sneezing, coughing, sniffling. It's insane how many sick people were on the train and not wearing masks. It's insane. I just couldn't believe it. Oh man. And the ironic thing is that because we're wearing a mask, it makes us look like the diseased ones, but we weren't even sick. They're the sick ones. They're the sick ones. We're the only sane ones. Anyway. This is the next day. Cute bakery. Pretty cool. What's this? Also, it was fun to look through the grocery stores and see all the different products. One of Exocomics' favorite things to do. I enjoy it myself. So this they're selling MDMA for cats here. I think wait, Molly is MDMA, isn't it? And that cat looks like it's on Molly right now. And and also, yeah, the weather was crazy. It actually snowed in Austria. First time I've ever experienced falling snow. It was very, very cold. Here's us waiting for a Straßenbahn, street train, tram. Also, speaking of the weather, there was also like a climate protest that day, and people glued their hands to the street. Apparently, it happens every Monday. And then here's me reuniting with my grandma and my cousin. My grandma's the one in the middle, by the way. Cousin's on the left. There I am. I hadn't seen her in like 17 years. That was nice. Hey, Firefly catching that spider. Grandma's place is riddled with spiders. Thank you for catching one of them. But yeah, it was nice. Would see her every day. After like breakfast and stuff. We would do things in like Exocomics and I would do things in the morning and like afternoon, and then in early afternoon come and see my grandma and talk to her for the rest. Exocomics even brought us some flowers, which was really nice. Which is really good because you can see in the background here, like she's obsessed with flowers here. I'm not sure if I included a photo of the flowers. Look at the table. The tablecloth has flowers. The placemats of flowers. The picture frames on the side of flowers. And she's even got some like fake ribbon flowers hanging from the ceiling. But yeah, showing me all sorts of memorabilia from her past. And so she only speaks German, and so I'd have to like translate for Exocomics and then vice versa as well. That was a good exercise for my German. Yeah, she's very sweet. She's like quintessential grandma. Like she looks just like how you picture a granny to look like, and she acts just like one too. And look at down there is like her magnifying glass. If you see, it's very sweet. And then she has like this like a stroller thing that she like holds onto with a basket. It's got wheels. She calls it her Mercedes, and she also has she's actually more popular than I am. She gets like at least like 3 phone calls a day from her friends. She has a phone, like a flip phone. Yeah, it's cool. She's like 93, but she acts like she's 83. I don't know what that means, but she's doing all right. And then she watches old videos of me and the family, which is like super sad but sweet, bittersweet, I guess. And she says like she would like watch them at night and help her go fall asleep, and man, it made me feel so sad. But I'm glad. I mean, she was like, like when they like happy sad. Anyway, here's a freeze frame of my fat funny face. That's such a chubby baby. Let's see. Oh, and then afterwards, Exocomics and I went to Five Guys. Sure, some of you Americans will know what that is. Five Guys is a burger place, and apparently they expanded into Austria, and they have like a big place in next to the cathedral, actually. And I had no idea it was so large. Everything. Look at the see that cup full of fries. Did we get one of them? Oh, no, yeah, I think we just got one, luckily. But it was just doesn't even look that big from this photo, but it's massive. Thank goodness we got one. I think didn't the lady even like say we shouldn't get 2? I can't remember. I think I was gonna order 2, and she was like, "You just want 1." Too much. It's not called Fünf Guys there? Fünf Guys. No, it's. I was gonna say, is it the number 5? No, in the cup you can see it's the word 5. Yeah. Five Guys in Austria probably taste better than Five Guys in America. Well, I mean, if that's true, that's disappointing. 'Cause I thought it was okay. Super expensive. Super, super expensive. And kind of confusing because I don't know what it's like in America, but you have to like build the burger. I mean, you have to choose exactly what ingredients you want in your burger. And that really like stressed me out because I don't know. I think the ads are playing. Five Guys is so overrated. I think so too. I'm glad you guys agree because I wasn't sure if this is like a touchy subject or not because I don't know. Some people might have Five Guys loyalty or something, but I thought it was pretty overrated for the price. Super expensive, and then you have to like say exactly what you want. You basically just buy a burger, and then you can just choose however many ingredients you want. It's way too much work for me. I don't know. I don't want to be stressful and people waiting for me behind me and stuff. And anywho, whatever. Yeah, 2 burgers, 1 large fries, and 2 drinks was like 40 something euros. So that was what's that in American monies? Yeah, I mean it's almost like 1-to-1 actually, and it's like 40 euros is $44 US. But it was more than 40 euros. It was like 45 or something. I can't remember. It was a lot. Nice bells. Hey, thank you very much, Pipapilla. These things, they're actually not bells. Those are little clocks. And the reason there's a picture of little clocks is because Exocomics and I went to a clock museum, which is pretty cool. And these are little small timepieces. And I took a photo of this one in particular because I thought it was cute. It's a pear, and you open it, and there's a little clock inside. It was really, I mean, you had to be there to really appreciate this stuff. This thing is like the size of an Oreo, and it's just, if you look how detailed this is. This is like made back in the day, so you'd actually have to paint all of this by hand. And to think that this is like this big. Look at, it's just crazy the amount of detail. I thought it was really fascinating. Yeah, it was like, yeah, this big. It's crazy. But it was interesting. The wood floor was crazy because it was super creaky. We were like the only ones there at the beginning, and just if you walk, it just sounded like gunshots going off underneath your feet. Super creaky. And then here's a bunch of the other. There's a lot of grandfather clocks, but I like this section that has like smaller timepieces. And if you look. So here's like another pair, a little violin clock, another pair over here. There's that fancy one I just showed you before. Yeah, it was super interesting. There's a little apple. I don't know, I thought it was neat. I like that sort of stuff. Very intricate. Is that a pear clock in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? In-N-Out is better than Five Guys. I've had both of them at this point now. But they are very similar, aren't they not? I tried In-N-Out for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it was when I was in DFW. It was like fine, not bad, not great. In-N-Out is overrated. Everything. I feel like everything is overrated. Here's me. Me on brainstorming days turned into a clock. Oh, here, this is really crazy. Look at this tiny ass clock. So this is actually, this thing next to it is not a cup. This is actually a thimble, which is one of those hats for your fingers so they don't get stabbed. AKA the Monopoly piece. And then next to it is a clock. Look at that. And it's not even, the whole thing isn't the clock. It's just the small bit here. Look at these crazy ass small numbers. What's that? Why is this a thing? Who's using tiny ass clocks like this? It's crazy. Looks like a clock for Ratatouille. Oh yeah, and outside the window, it was a snowy day, and then it was snowing, And we looked out the window, and then these kids were like trying to get enough snow together for a snowball, and like X-Comics like, oh, how wholesome is this? And then they go and throw the snowball at a horse. It was like a horse and carriage thing that kind of walks by. So that was that was interesting. Poor horse. Anyway. Oh yeah, and then here's Lee's restaurant. Lee's Walk to Go. Wait, hold on. Am I skipping ahead? Let me see. They were just horsing around. Oh, damn it, Guitar Piper! Perfectly timed with that. I was the echo to your rim shot. Very nice. Let's see here. For real though, maybe it was a dollhouse clock. Dollhouse furniture can be insanely intricate. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe it was. You might be right there. There's also a lot of grandfather clocks. It was interesting. Oh, and also X-Comics, she bought a souvenir from the clock museum, and it's like a little fridge magnet clock. It turns out the clock stops working when you put it on the fridge because of the magnets or something. It stops the hands from moving. So I think X-Comics tweeted about it this morning, asking for a fix. There it is. X-Comics linked in the chat. Hold on, let me show. Picture included. God damn it. Yeah, here we go. Nice little. It's about this big. And because of these magnets, you put it on the fridge, it stops working. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not sure if it's just like a particular type of fridge that messes it up, but either way, they goofed up hard. Maybe it's one giant scam. I don't know. What else is here? Let me give me a quick read here. Oh yeah, so we walked home from my grandma's place, home to the hotel, and passed this by. Also walked past a vintage comic store. I didn't take a photo of it because in the window there's a lot of vintage pornography as well. One of the front covers was the front cover was where was it? 100 prettiest pussies. So that was interesting. I didn't want to include the photo into the stream because I'd get banned for it, but I love walking down streets, random streets. It's like, yeah, one of X-Comics and I's favorite thing to do. Just walking down around small streets, side streets, see all sorts of crazy stuff. Like this, for example. This is a costume store with their specialty being the most terrifying Lola Bunny furry outfit you can ever come up with. And also, walking around this thing at night as well, very scary. Let's see. Is there anything else? There we go. Going back toward Schwedenplatz, Swede Place. Sweden Place? Yeah, it's another nice cold day. Oh, and also, this was also the night we stopped off at a grocery store to get just like a cheap, easy dinner. Hey, E-Dog, thank you for following. And got a couple of discounted fruit cups, which is nice. And so this other guy also got the discounted fruit cup. Anyway, and then we left, and I looked at the receipt, and I realized, like, wait a second, this isn't 50% off. This is like full percent. I paid too much for these discounted fruit cups. And I saw the guy who bought the same thing come out behind me, I asked him as well, like, hey, did you pay full price for your fruit cups? And we had a little discussion, and he's like, oh yeah, I had to like, he had to remind the cashier lady to do it because you have to do it manually or something. I don't know. Oh, thanks a lot. And then X Comics and I go back into the store. I get a refund for my discounted fruit cups, at least the difference anyway. And the story gets more interesting soon. It gets a lot more interesting soon because then, like, what was it? A couple days later, we were walking around a totally different part of Vienna, like after visiting a different museum or something. And who do we walk past? It was the fruit cup guy. And I was like, hey! And he looks at me like I'm a crazy person, and he was about to keep walking, and then he was like, oh, fruit cup guy. And then he's like, did you get the discount on that fruit cup? And I was like, yeah, man, I did. And then we just like laughed and nodded, and then we went on our way. What a crazy coincidence. It was like a completely different part of Vienna as well. Different part of Vienna, different day. And then walked past the fruit cup guy again. X Comics was the first one to notice. Yeah, she was like, oh my god, Gregor, look, it's the fruit man. I'm so glad I stopped them in the street. This looks beautiful, by the way. Oh yeah, man, it was such a nice night. Really nice. Fancy restaurant there. On the left side there. Hey, Tommy Two Cakes. Hey, good to see you. Welcome back. How you doing? Oh yeah. What is it with these creepy ass bunnies in Vienna? I think someone looks like this one. I'm not sure. Very scary. Also, it's like Easter as well. It's Easter themed. Let's see here. What else is there? Cat. Almost bought this thing. Cat luggage cover. It looks so good. Unfortunately, it didn't come in the size that we needed. Also, it was super expensive. But X Comics still wants it. So good. I would love to have this on the luggage and then wait along with everyone else for it to come down at the airport. But it didn't come in our size. It only had a small and medium, but we needed large. And then the ears stick out too. Yeah, it's a nice little detail. But they do have large, I know, but they didn't have large in the store. The store they didn't have it. But on the website they do, I think, yeah. But man, it's like, what was it? Wasn't it like 35 euros or something? I don't know. For just some cloth? I don't know. But one of these days. Maybe we'll order it online. It was worth it any cost? Alright, that day we went to see... Oh yeah, we went to see the Schatzkammer, I think, which is like the Jewel's Treasury or something. The ticket woman asked where we're from, and I said, New Zealand. And she said, my German was very good for a New Zealander. And I did not correct her. X Comics didn't actually hear what we said, and then I later told X Comics about it, and then she almost went back to correct her. She was about to out me as an Austrian. But by then it was too late, which is good. Just some stuff. Nice architecture. Alright, so in the Schatzkammer area, saw a bunch of cool things. So this painting, and I was like, this guy looks like me. Does that not look like me? Wait, let's see. Wait. A little bit. It's me with, I mean, at that point, rosacea cream didn't exist, so my cheeks would have looked as red as that. I don't know. I think it looks like me. What else? Oh, and then that's right. Then this day went to Schleinbach, which is what I was looking forward to the most in the whole holiday. And what is Schleinbach, you might ask? Well, it sounds like like slime back. It's a small, very small village in Austria, and it's where my grandparents used to live. And I would visit. That's where I would visit them, like in the summer and things. So it was really cool to come back and check it out after all these years. The place is way smaller than I remember it being. Also kind of creepy in some parts. This is like, I think because it was Easter, they had this out. I think they had some sort of like Easter game where like they would hide like big bunny and carrot cutouts or something along the streets, and I guess kids could look out for them or something. I look so short here. Hey, this is a very tall pole. I even had to like stand on that box on the bench thing to even reach the sign. Shine streets back. All right. Hey, this is walking up toward the house. And then this is a classic alleyway where if you look through this hole, you used to be able to see a chicken. Chicken's not there anymore. But you know, had to check anyway. One of the things you could do in this village was one of the highlights. Classic warrior. I was looking for chickens. There's hot chicks on the other side. Checking out some of the cellars in the farm area. This isn't my grandparents' cellar. This is some other cellar, but it's just so creepy, so like dilapidated, scary. Here's a man, a tree man. From a distance, walking up to this thing, I was really freaked out. I was like, that man is not moving at all. And it was only until we got closer that I realized, oh, it's a tree. Pretty neat. Look at this weird tree. 2 trunks. Wait, is this? They even added buttons to his pants, if you look closely. I'm just going to zoom in on the crotch here. Look at these buttons. Look at that detail. But yeah, it's a pretty scary scarecrow. It should be called Scare Human. Oh yeah, and also... Scarecrow. Oh my god, Siri, you scared me with that scarecrow. The movie from 1973, directed by Jerry Schatzberg. Okay. Thank you, Siri. Okay, anyway, here's X-Comics being sneaky. Gonna have to give you some context to this. So, one of the reasons I went to Schleimbach is I wanted to check out the house that my grandparents used to live in. Unfortunately, they sold that house a few years ago, and so, you know, it doesn't really belong to us anymore. I went and I knocked on the door. Cliffhanger. Guitar pipe with 100 bits! In the Orlando airport, there's a display case sort of thing that has a realistic statue of a sleeping man, sorry, with luggage, and it freaks me the F out every time I see it. Oh man, I gotta check that out. Guitar Piper, thank you for the 100 bits. They've trapped that man in a case. That's what you get for sleeping at the airport. I can't believe you included this photo of me committing a crime. Well, at this point, you're not really committing any crime. You're just simply touching a door handle. But hold on, I need more context for this. So I knock on the door. No one's home. I knock on the neighbor's door. This scary farmer guy who's ancient with one tooth, smoking as well, comes out, and I realize then he's not friends of the family. Like, he doesn't like our family at all. I'm not sure why. We had some disputes with him. Not sure. But anyway, he explains how, like, yeah, the neighbors, yeah, they're not here. They're in the city or something. Asked if my grandmother's still alive. I'm like, yep, living in the city. And he's like, oh, yep. And I'm like, all right, well, thanks anyway. And so I was like a little disappointed about that because I was really looking forward to checking out the old house, just to see what it looks like now. Anywho, and then we were in the back streets. This is the back garden, the entrance to the back garden, and X-Comics goes and tries the door handle, and wouldn't you know, it's open. It's unlocked. So it took some convincing by Exocomics to convince me to break the law and enter property, breaking and entering into this property. Oh, actually, we're not breaking anything. We're opening and entering. And Exocomics is like, let's go. Yeah, I think most people would assume that it was actually me that had to convince Exocomics to get in there, but actually, I was the scaredy cat. I was the scaredy cat this time. Hold on, what's this? Oh wow, hold on. Check this out. That's the that's the realistic statue of a sleeping man with luggage in the Orlando airport that freaks Guitar Piper out. That is way more realistic than I was expecting. Holy crap. Bronze, apparently. Bronze sculpture. That is so good. Holy crap, that belongs in a museum. In the future, this is going to be hanging in the Vatican. Modern art. So yeah. Anyway, and so we busted in there. We went in there. We went inside of the property, the garden, and it was really freaky because the neighbor knows that we wanted in, and also the neighbor knows no one's supposed to be home. So I was really like scared to make sure we weren't being spotted, especially also because the neighbor has this really loud barking dog that barked at us for just standing outside the door, at the front door. So it's really aware. And the chickens and the neighbors and the chickens saw us, so I was quite concerned. And also, as soon as we got into this back garden, so the house in the middle here, this garden kind of goes downwards. That's the house down here. The courtyard is over there. I'm pointing to the screen with my hand. You can't even see it. And there used to be a wall here dividing this property from the house next door, and the wall's not there anymore. And I thought, oh shit, I didn't really quite check out this house. Maybe they're home. And now they can see us, but oh well. We went in anyway. And I mean, these next few photos are not really going to make much sense to you, any of you, but this is the old house that my grandparents used to live in. I used to visit and play around here in the summers. And this looks like shit now. My God. This looks so dilapidated and just run down and overgrown. It made me very sad. But I was expecting it to look like this. Well, maybe not this overgrown, but yeah. Like, imagine if you will, that there's like all sorts of, memorabilia and furniture and flowers and stuff everywhere. Like all of this used to have so many flowers, flower pots. And to see it so run down and just be completely overgrown and neglected, it just made me kind of sad. But also interesting, because I love seeing that before after stuff, even if the after is like traumatic. But yeah, my heart was thumping, because again, this is like that's the front door back there. This is all breaking the law. But it was cool. Really glad to have been able to go in. And then, anywho, sad moments aside, hold on, let's see. See if I'm missing anything. Now this is a different day. This day we went to Prater, which is like the Disneyland of Austria. The big ass theme park. Cool thing about this theme park is that it's open. Like no walls. You can just walk right in. There's no entry fee. You just have to pay per ride, which is something I'm not used to. I don't like. I mean, I like it because I like it that you can just walk around without having to pay an entry fee. But when I'm playing a game like Roller Coaster Tycoon or Planet Coaster or whatever, I never charge per ride. I don't know. Something about it makes you feel. I don't like the idea of it, but it actually is really convenient. So this is like early morning. It literally just like started to open up. And I used to go to Prater, every time I visit for the summer as a kid, and it has not changed much at all. Like a lot of these rides are still there from like whenever they were first built, like in the 20s or something. And this is one of those rides that always freaked me out as a child. Like, it's really scary. Like, the things outside of it, this is like a horror house on a track. Like, you get into a little cart and it wheels you around. I never dared to go on it because I was too scared. Even just the outside scared me enough. And X Comics convinced me that we should go on it. And it was very, very not scary at all. I mean, I think the outside is even scarier than the inside. The inside is pretty much what you'd expect from kind of a haunted house ride. Think of like a carnival, like a temporary one. It was cool. It was very very old school feeling, and oh my goodness, I'm just realizing that luckily I'm blocking out the nudity that's behind me. I remember that picture. Ooh la la. Some borderline nudity there. Well, that's a cool optical illusion. I didn't even notice that until now. Neat. But yeah, it made us laugh a lot. There was even one part where like this Grim Reaper, like it was all like animatronics, you know, they would come out at you and things and have little lights. And at one point, this Grim Reaper comes out, and I think the sound effect was wrong, but it just said "hello." Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I mean, yeah, much better than Disneyland by far, for sure. Why is that skull guy's crotch all cracked? Yeah, I don't know. I think is that hair maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is with this crotch over there, but anywho, the actual scary ride was this thing that is super tall. It's like a merry-go-round on swings. You know, two people next to each other. Look at these people here. See these people? And this thing is crazy tall. Like, I don't even know if this is at max height yet. I think you can still go up a little higher. Really, really high up, and you're just literally suspended by two chains and a bar, and you're basically on a swing set. And as soon as Exo Comics saw it, she was like, "I want to go on that." And I thought, shit. I'm afraid of heights. And I'm also afraid of regret. So it was a bad combo. I knew that eventually I'd have to cave and go on it. Otherwise, I would regret it for the rest of my life. And I thought about it. Like, if I went on and I fell off and died, I'd only regret it for like a very small amount of time. So, weighing the options, decided to go for it after all, and I was proud of myself. I was freaking out. How fast did it go? Pretty damn fast. Like, it goes up slowly, but you're spinning around, so much so that the chairs are at like a 45-degree angle. And I was gripping that bar so hard. I the first half, I was barely keeping my eyes open. Did not move. Meanwhile, X Comics is laughing and swinging her legs, which I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Don't move your legs. It's moving the chair." Even her laughter was moving the chairs. Even just thinking about it's making my hands sweat. Oh man. Yeah, I'm realizing I've got a fear of heights. But it was cool. Oh, you can see it in the background here. Look at this tall beam. This is actually my kind of ride. This is my old favorite roller coaster. I would ride it every time as a child. Every time we'd visit, we would ride this roller coaster. Don't know what that means in German. Hochschaubahn, something train. But it's basically, the theme of this is garden gnomes, and it's a roller coaster for children. And hell yeah, we rode on that thing. It was just like how I remembered it. Basically had one drop. You know, very, very mild stuff. There's one area that you go in this cave and it sprays you with water. That was cool. But yeah, we're the only ones there. Again, this is like super early. They just opened. It was cool. Anyway, here's some eggs. My own grandmother egg rolled me. we were just chilling, having some late afternoon beverages of juice and coffee, and then she busts out these shoe boxes full of eggs, and there were a lot of eggs. These are the eggs that she made. She made most of these. Some of them are professional, but most of them are my grandmother's Easter eggs that she's collected. And yeah, that was a delicate process taking out the eggs. I took out some eggs to look at them, and I was like, oh yeah, wow, cool. And she's like, more, take them all out. I'm like, okay, oh god, okay, all right, let's. That's pretty cool. I like these like pre-cracked tiled ones. They're pretty cool. I like them. Yeah. Eggs comics. Oh yeah, I had no idea Easter was such a big thing in Europe. Eggs are everywhere. Yeah, I've never been to Austria in the Easter time, so this is all new to me as well. Also, this one's not even an egg. This one's a walnut. Let me just. Anyway, eggs everywhere. It was cool. Let's see. Oh, there's ads playing right now. Hold on. I'm gonna BRB. This is actually a good moment because I need to stretch my legs for a quick second. I'm not used to the streaming stuff. I gotta get back into the rhythm of things. So I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for waiting. I assume the ads are done now. Let's see here. Exocomics. Gregor's almost like, take these eggs back to New Zealand. Take them all. I was like, no, I don't want the eggs. They'll get crushed. Which, I mean, it wasn't just an excuse. It is true. Those eggs would have been scrambled if they were in our luggage. Especially because at that point, there was still like 3 weeks to go of the trip. No way would they have lasted. Also, what am I going to do with these eggs? I get enough eggs from you guys. I don't need physical eggs either. And let's see here. Crazy Cat Sky. I love that you snuck into the old house. 8 years ago, it wasn't sold yet, and it looked exactly like it used to, which was creepy in its own way, except the floor in the big bedroom was sinking in. Oh, yeah? Oh, wow. I didn't get to look inside the house. I was too scared that there might be someone actually still in the house that just didn't answer our knocks. So I avoided looking through the windows. Also, I feel I think it would have taken a lot of regular upkeep to keep that house from going the way it did. So I don't really blame them for selling. I don't know. Seems like a lot of upkeep. I mean, it's crazy to see how much it can change by just not being there. I'm not sure how much they actually physically change the garden or just let it do its thing, but yeah, it was pretty wild to see the before and afters. Fly fry. Those eggs reminded me of the ones my mom used to make when I was a kid. When I was a kid, in one of our science classes, we had to create a way to safely drop eggs off the roof so I'd know how to pack them to keep them from getting broken. Wait, oh, I feel like that's something that all schools do. I have memories of that happening too. Oh, wait, or was that a Malcolm in the Middle episode? Well, now I can't remember. But like a parachute or something, and then like, yeah, I can't remember if it was a memory or if it was just TV. Oh, it looks like they took down lots of trees. Oh yes, that's right. The trees are definitely gone. The trees are gone. The camper van's gone. Yeah, the trees, and then of course the wall, and the trees where the wall was. Yeah. All right, let's see what's next. Looking at my book. Right. All right, and that's it for Austria. Oh, just to do the egg drop from the roof of the hall. Oh, okay. The Jumeirah English speaking school, the primary school of Dubai. They did the egg drop thing. Oh, okay, so maybe it was a real memory and not just milk in the middle. Oh, interesting. You've got a better memory than I do. Let's see here. So now this is the train to Venice. Also, check out Exacomics' window seat. So unfortunate. I feel like most of the train rides, Exacomics always had unlucky window seats like this. And what's really frustrating is that the people with the excellent window seats, they're the ones on their laptops and things. People should be allocated window seats depending on how much they're going to be looking at the window. I think that's how it should be. But oh well. Oh, I didn't add any of the photos of the giant schnitzels. I forgot to add the photos of the giant schnitzels. Basically, I had some schnitzels in Austria, and they were giant. There you go. Let's see here. Oh yeah, me being exhausted. Also not a great window view, and then some stranger next to me. How long was this trip? This is a long. I think it was the longest train journey. I think it was like, was it 8 hours? No, I can't remember. It was 8 hours. Okay, it was 8 hours on this train from Venice. No, from Vienna to Venice. Long time, but still better than a plane because at least you have windows and a bit more leg room and things like that. Oh, and also as soon as we got on this train, so you know how like Italy has this reputation for pickpockets. Yeah, so this train to Italy, like almost immediately, a lady was like, "My wallet's gone," and then she found a wallet and all the money was missing. And then eventually, at some stop, all this police came on board to like talk to her and things. That's the first impression of Italy. An interesting thing is that there were two types of police. There was Italian police and German police. If you see the names on the back of them are a bit different. Polizia is the Italian one, and then the one to the other side of him, Polizei, different font, German or Austrian rather. So that was interesting. Felt kind of like a like Murder on the Orient Express kind of vibe. Oh, and also this, yeah, I was trying to take photos of the cool scenery, and there were these really cool mountains I was trying to take a photo of, and then as soon as I got my phone up, we went through a tunnel. But luckily, the lady next to me, she was kind enough to let me take a photo of her phone, so that's the view that I would have taken a photo of. And then we eventually arrived in Venice at night, and it was really overwhelming because it was really confusing figuring out how to get to our hotel because you have to catch a ferry because there's no roads in Venice. It's all water, and it was very, yeah, chaotic is the right word here. Very chaotic, very busy, very packed, and also paranoid of getting pickpocketed. So I'm like really aware of that stuff. The ferries were so packed. You had no place. Like I feel like usually on a bus and on a train, you got your seats, and then if you're standing, you have like poles and like hand loops to hold onto. Not in Venice, not on these ferries. You just have to stand and just hopefully try and balance it on like a giant skateboard and not swing your crotch into someone's face. It was very chaotic. And there's like no signs for which stop you're stopping at. There's no information. There was a lady holding a rabbit in a cage. Chaos. Yeah. And also was it super hot? I think I was definitely sweating either way. But yeah, then we were in Venice and super cool Spider-Man Far From Home scene over there. Oh, and there was an Asian kid with a giant bucket of popcorn as well. Yeah, all sorts. And yeah, Venice is awesome. Very nice, very packed. There's a restaurant. I had problems with my drink. I was a little, I always get a little flustered when it's like a fancy-ish restaurant, and then I ordered my drink, and I try to open it, and then the thing comes off the can, and it's super embarrassing. And I had to ask the waiter, and the waiter was like, what happened? Like, oh, what happened? And I was like, I got a problem. And he had to get me a new drink, which he opened for me. It was all good. I left him a tip. Also, tipping is another thing I was really confused by. I wasn't sure if you had to tip or not. In some places, the tip is already included. It's called like a coperto or something, and you pay for your table per person. It's confusing. I don't know. Anyway, here's a picture of Venice. Really nice at night. Here's a X Comics winning cat game. So a cute cat. Really adorable. Yeah, Venice at night, super, actually kind of eerie in a way. Like the water is so calm in some of these alleyways. But it was really surreal. Really cool. Like you can see inside, there's like a busy restaurant here, but so calm. Look at that reflection. Gregor has a drinking problem. uh, Interesting electronic box in Venice. With all the cables exposed, and on top of it is 2 open packets of pasta. I just thought it was like super Italian, all of this. And a packet of cigarettes. My God, everyone smoked in Europe. So many smokers. It really like surprised me because in New Zealand it costs so much to smoke. Not many people smoke cigarettes, at least. Like they roll their own or they get vapes. There's a lot of vapes in New Zealand. But it was so wild to see so many like cigarette smokers in Europe. And you can smoke at the tables and things outside, which is also not allowed in New Zealand. In New Zealand, a pack of cigarettes is almost $50. Yeah, that's crazy expensive. And I think it's like I don't know. I think it's like $5 or something. What did my cousin say? I think it's like $5 in Austria. And I don't think they have that picture of like lung cancer on the boxes here. Here in New Zealand, like the packets are also covered in photos of like really gory photos of your diseased lungs or like fetuses and things. So I mean, it's done a good job at curbing cigarette usage here. But my God, the amount of vape stores everywhere. Anywho, a lot of like nice. I took so many photos of nice looking alleyways in Venice. Almost every corner you turn is like a really super nice photogenic. I had to like just choose the really only a few because I don't want to bore you guys too much with too many of these photos. I look at that, right? It's like some random bridge, and then you just have a view like that. How can you not take a photo of that? Let's see here. Like again, look at this. Super nice, super pretty. Love the colors. Um, let's see here. Hold on, I'm just gonna read my journal here in case I'm missing something. Um, yep. Continue here. Look at that. I think was that using portrait mode on your. This is one of Exacomics' photo from her phone. Her phone is better than mine. I think this must be portrait mode, right? Look at that blur. Oh, and some of the alleyways in Venice were really tight too. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't look super tight in this photo, I guess, but I mean, it is. I mean, you can't even like fully extend your body. It's like that. Apparently, there's like the world's tightest alleyways somewhere in Venice, but we couldn't get to it because it was a bit too far out the way. But I imagine it's something like this, but just slightly more tight. um, I generally love how touristy this photo feels. Yeah. All it's missing is a Leaning Tower of Pisa. Guitar Piper, I heard Venice is having a hard time surviving as its economy is basically completely dependent on tourism. Well, I think they're bouncing back because there were so many people. I mean, it looks completely deserted from these photos, but that's not a good, accurate representation because there's a lot of people. Most of these photos are really like off the beaten path, off the beaten path photos where you go to like more side streets where there's not as many tourists, but the more touristy areas, tons. Check out these stairs. How scary are these stairs? Look, look at these cracks. Yeah, I can't. I just can't picture this sustaining much more weight. Should be interesting. Anyway, Exocomics, super stoked about the scarf she bought. So this cat scarf, amazing looking cat scarf, insta buy. Best purchase for sure. We're not big on like buying souvenirs and stuff, but I mean, how can you not buy this? I know it has nothing to do with Italy and it's made in China, but can't get this scarf in New Zealand. Pizzas were really good. I say obviously because it's Italy, you expect the pizzas to be good. Though I feel like there were definitely some pizzas were good, but then there were a couple. Or was it just one? There was one pizza that was terrible. It wasn't this one. This one was a good one. Oh, and also, hold on, I'm skipping forward a bit. Wait, is this Venice? Oh, no, it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. This is Venice. X Comics said we should check out this. There's like this really famous bookstore that apparently is like on a boat, or there's like a boat inside of the bookstore or something. It's a super famous bookstore, and I mean, definitely was because there's so many people, and this doesn't even do it justice. But there's basically here's a boat. Here's like you're already halfway in the bookstore, and there's like a direction to go. So on this side, on the right side here, you go this way. You snake outside. There's like an outside spot where people take photos, and then you snake around here to make your purchase, and then you get out. And there are these cats. There are cats that are just like sleeping around. This cat is next to one of the queues, and like literally everyone stops to pat this cat. It is completely zoned out. It's like borderline unconscious, just massaged 24/7 by strangers. And there were some more cats as well inside by the cashier. It was cool. Again, here's the cat again. Super cute. We bought some cat calendars there. Yep, that's right. Oh yeah, I'm skipping ahead. So that was Venice. Well, then so hold on, reading this thing. Wait, am I skipping ahead? What's going on here? Okay, yeah. And then, so we were in Venice for like a day, one night and most of the day. And then at that night, we went back on the train to catch the train to Rome. Oh yeah, that's all. Gelato ice cream was amazing in Venice. We had gelato ice cream like every day. Super good. I like the gelato even more than the pizzas in Italy. The gelato is so good. All sorts of different flavors, mostly Nutella based. And anyway, we took a train to Rome, which was not as long, but yeah, I sat next to this American guy who something I always tell people, like when they sit next to me on the train and I got the mask on and they don't have a mask, I always tell them like, don't worry, I'm not sick, I'm just paranoid. Because I don't want them thinking like I've got COVID and then they're constantly like hating me. And yeah, he was really nice. We talked to him for like the entire trip mostly. He's like a big time. He's like a celebrity immigration lawyer for America or something. Like he does the immigration lawyer stuff for famous UFC fighters or something. I can't remember exactly, but he was really cool. He was really, really nice. And suggested we do like these tours of Rome and things, which was a good idea because originally we weren't gonna bother doing the tour group thing. It always looked kind of awkward to be one of the people in those groups that get taken around the city. But he really highly recommended like a particular tour group thing, and a good thing that he did because it was really, really good and worth it. But yeah, I'm jumping ahead here. That's Rome. Reminded there's 2 more draw games to do this stream. Good point, Guitar Piper. Good point. Oh wow, is it already that time? Oh goodness me. We gotta get through these photos. Okay. We'll do a few more photos and then we'll do another draw game. Alright, this is Rome now. This is Rome. Rome, first night, arrived there. It's a stormy night. Lightning is striking. Rain is pouring. And I'm freaking out because we don't know where to go. And the first impression of Rome is scary because I just feel like it was overwhelming because we didn't know which bus to catch to our hotel, and it was really dark, really rainy and wet, and I feel like every corner we turn, like you end up in like a homeless camp. There's just like people everywhere, and I'm like walking through my luggage and not sure where to go. My shoes are soaked. The security guard doesn't speak English. We go downstairs to try and like find a ticket to buy a ticket for the bus, but there's no ticket machines anywhere, and the ticket machines that we do find are broken, and then they don't accept the card, and then the escalators are broken, and I gotta go up the steps, up and down the steps with my wet ass shoes and my big luggage. It was pretty overwhelming. And then the bus you do catch is like the #1 bus to get pickpocketed in, according to some blogs online that I was looking up beforehand. I guess because it's filled with tourists from the train station usually. And that bus was packed. Like, honestly, everyone is just like crammed in like sardines. And because it was so dark and rainy, it was hard to see outside. And luckily, Exocomics' phone was working, so we could see the GPS. Oh man, it was a stressful first impression of Rome. So much so that like all we did was we got some nearby kebab and fries and just stayed inside and drying my socks with the hair dryer. That was the first night of Rome. But I got a lot better after that. So here I am, chilling like a local, eating my pistachio croissant, which is super nice. This is not a moldy croissant. Pistachio. Really good. Probably one of my favorite things to eat on that entire trip. So much so that we went back before we left Rome to get some more pistachio croissants. The croissants look bigger than usual. Oh, I think it might be the lens. I mean, I think they were like normal croissant sized. But it was nice. Funny story about this place, though. So we're sitting outside the cafe, and then the table next to us, this family comes. They look like they just came from the airport because they got all their bags and luggages, and they put their luggages next to the table by the road, and they leave them there, and they go inside. Think of the Dursleys from Harry Potter. They look just like the Dursleys, mom, dad, and son. And they're South African as well, super thick South African accents. And I think I mentioned this on the stream we did, but I'll say it again in a short story. But basically, the parents go inside. They call the son in to order as well. The son's like, "Hey, I'm watching the bags," and then the dad's just like, come inside," which I thought was crazy because, again, everything I hear about Italy, it's like, don't leave your belongings anywhere. Always keep your wallet in your front pocket. You're gonna get mugged. Well, not mugged. You're gonna get pickpocketed. You're gonna get things stolen. So I'm very surprised by how like lax they were. Anyway, we got to talking to them a little bit, and yada yada yada. Can't remember what else they were really talking about. But as I left, I said, "All right, have a great trip, and good luck with the pickpockets." And they all look at me like, "Huh? Pickpockets? What are you talking about?" And they had no idea that pickpockets was a thing in Italy. Which is crazy, because I feel like I see so many signs. Like every train station, every public transport. There's just signs everywhere, like watch out for pickpockets. There's like animated 3D videos with pickpocket people wearing bandanas, like reaching into your purse, and to just tell people to watch out for pickpockets. Oh man, I forgot they ordered so much food as well. Oh man. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. There's another thing. I knew there was another part to this story that I'm forgetting. They ordered so much food. So it was just the mom and dad and son, the Dursleys. They're quite large people, and they ordered like, so they all ordered like, you know, sandwich, coffee, hot chocolate, and then they would just order more. So like the waiter would come out and they're like, oh, another round of sandwiches, another round of cappuccinos, another hot chocolate. And the son said, oh, the chocolate here is not very good. And then the dad was like, why do you order another hot chocolate then? And then just, which is, and then I suggested the pistachio croissant, and they ordered the pistachio croissants as well. It was wild to see. Just, I've never, I feel like I only order ever just one coffee and one X whenever I go to a cafe. I've never even considered just ordering like another 2 more cups of cappuccino. It's huge. Did you hear how much they had to pay? Oh, no, I didn't. That place was actually quite reasonable. So I don't think it was too much. We left before they left anyway. We started talking to them because they just came from Dubai, and Greg was like, I'm from Dubai. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's how we started talking. They just, yeah. And she was the lady. She was very confused because she was looking at me like, "You're from Dubai?" Because I don't think I look anything like a Dubaian, but anyway. So then when we left, I told them watch out for the pickpockets, and they had no idea, and they thanked me for letting them know. And I feel like I just saved their holiday because they look like such large pigeons, large marks. Like they would have been a pickpocket's dream, especially with how they were leaving their bags outside without looking after them. Oh man. Oh, wait, another ad is playing? Wait, is another ad playing? Is it that? Maybe we'll do another draw game now, actually, at this point. Let's do another draw game. Let's do draw game, and it gives me some time for my throat to come back. All right, this is gonna be draw game 3 out of 4. We have 2 more to do. So this one and another one. Throw in your words. Oh, that's good water. Oh, I miss New Zealand water. I think the water in some of those countries, I mean, I know they're all fine to drink, and some would say they're some of the best waters you can drink from the tap there. But I feel like some places the water tastes kind of weird. I don't know if it's just different weird or worse weird. Like I can't tell if I'm just used to New Zealand water or if like New Zealand water is just so superior. I don't know. 15 seconds. Add your words. I'm a waterist. Actually, blame Exacomics. I didn't even notice it at first, but then Exacomics was like, "Oh, I don't like the water in this country," and then it made me realize, "Oh yeah, the water is a bit weird." Wait, where was it? I think it was all of them. I think it was definitely Venice, Italy. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for all the words. Let's see which words we got to draw. They are draw grain, sushi, egg. Well, draw grain is not an actual word, so god damn it. I think yours was like the first one to submit as well. And I was thinking like, hope it's not that one. It's not a word, so I gotta redo it. Because I don't know what else, I don't know how to draw grain. So I'm gonna change that to draw grain, easy. Well, I was thinking that, but then I thought sushi has rice. Rice is a grain. it's almost like you wouldn't even be able to tell that I've added grain. But anyway. Oh my god, it changed to draw grain. It changed draw grain to draw grain. Come on. There we go. Alpaca. There we go. Oh, but I can't do it because Murdog has already got sushi, so. Walrus. Sushi. Egg. Oh, there's another Murdog! Okay. Murdog. Murdog. You're killing me here. You're Murdoggering me.
Come on.
Are there any other words? Is it just Murdog words and draw grain? There we go. Booty, sushi, egg. 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 What the hell is that? Maybe I should have stuck with draw grain. Booty, sushi, egg. How do I draw that? Do I have more coffee? Oh, I ran out of coffee. Booty, sushi, egg. Okay, I could... Sushi and egg. I mean, I could see that. It's an actual thing. Egg sushi. But then the booty. I got the booty in there. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got an idea. I've got it. Where's my pen? Okay, let's start. Here we go. Okay, booty, sushi, egg. Uh-huh. There we go. And then we'll... Uh-huh. There you go. Oh, it just looks like a veiny ass. It's supposed to be cracks. So this is the seaweed. And then we got the booty eggs. And they got the rice. And we gotta do the shading. It's gonna be hard to do the shading on the rice, I reckon. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, how do I do this? Oh no. Oh no. Sarisi! Welcome back. Hope you had fun during your vacation. Hey Sarisi. Sure did. Thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back. Hope you had fun doing your vacation away from me. 150 seconds. Let's see. Some shiny eggs. Wait, hold on. Eggs aren't even that shiny, really, are they? They're not that shiny. They're a bit speckled though. Alright. It looks boobly. It's not boobly, it's bootly. At least it should be. Oh man, shading rice sucks. I wonder if it should actually have. Did I have time? 80 seconds. I wonder if it should have like some of the egg coming out the other side. Just a little bit. I'm not sure if that's going to break the illusion, but oh, no, I think it works. I might get rid of this crack here. It looks like a nipple. I'm just gonna. Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe we're just gonna make it a little bit more, not so elongated. Yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty damn good. I'm not sure how to make this more booty-like. More booty, less booby. Nah, I can't think of it. I think is that as good as it gets.
Time's up.
Both. Pencils down. There we go. Booty, sushi, egg. Booty sushi egg. Fun to say. Booty sushi egg. There you go. Hope you like it. I'm gonna export this now. And here we go. Booty sushi egg. Don't get too aroused. Nice. I'd eat that. All right. Now, let's get back. It looks like I'm looking at the booty sushi egg longingly. Okay. Thank you very much for your words. Continuing on with the photos. Gotta get a move on with these things. Oh, jeez. God, there's still so much to go. We're only in Rome. Oh, gosh. Got Rome, you got Genova to do, and then Lyon, and then Paris. All right, here we go. This is some sort of famous cat sanctuary. There are cats down here in the Roman ruins. It was fun looking for the cats. They're all hidden in the way. In fact, if you want to, we can do more tomorrow. Oh yeah, we still got tomorrow's. I don't have to do everything in today's stream. That's right. Okay, well that's good. Good idea. I'm not going to rush through it. I'm going to save some for tomorrow as well. But yes, if you want to play the cat game, check out Exocomics' Instagram story highlights. She saved all her cat game stories that you can play along on her Instagram. That's the Tour Argentina Cat Sanctuary. Oh, there you go. And yes, there will be a part 2. Good idea. I will. How do I? I'll do a little bit more, and then we'll do the last draw game, and then that'll be a wrap for today's stream, I reckon. Yeah. I reckon so. Okay. See here. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me read here. Okay, next up. Again, more of those ruins. There's cats in here somewhere. Actually, you can see right there. Whoop. Sneaky bee. There it is. There's one. But yeah, play more on XComics' Instagram thingy. It's linked in the chat. Here is the what's it called? The Magrippa Coster. Nah, it's called the something with an O, I think, like a obsolation, observation, Pantheon. That's what it is. Pantheon. Yeah, it's a crazy view. I mean, crazy queue. Sorry to get in. We didn't bother going in. If you look here, look at all these people. It just goes. It's even more than you can see here, and it just goes all the way in. I mean, I get the gist of it from the outside. Didn't want to bother. What is this? Basically, just walking around, seeing some stuff. Just, I don't think I can overstate how many people are in Rome. And this isn't even like peak season. This is off season. Look at these heads. It's hard, again, it's hard to really grasp the scale of how many people there are in these photos, but it's just like, it's like, imagine you dropped a donut on the ground and then later on that day you pick it up and there's just all these ants underneath it. Kind of what it feels like. That's what happens when all roads lead to it. Touche. Also, side story. One of these, was it here? Yeah, one of these restaurants. They play music at restaurants, and I think it was one of them. This one, I think, it was playing just what you'd expect from an Italian restaurant in a place like this. They were playing "In the End" by Linkin Park. It was great. Unfortunately, we already had lunch, so we didn't stop. But here is, we were going to see the Colosseum, and this is the Roman Forum, part of our Colosseum tour. Actually, we're still walking toward the tour. It hasn't started yet, but yeah, the Roman Forum, very cool. Super glad we did the tour, because otherwise, all you'd have is photos of old bricks. You wouldn't understand what you're looking at. And I will be the first to admit, I had no idea about ancient Rome. All I know is that Gladiator is set in ancient Rome. Cleopatra was a thing at the time, I think. And that's about it. Didn't realize that ancient Rome was like buried in Rome by like the Christians. So there's like my chronological timeline is just I get confused. It's like you got the BC, you got the AD, and then you got thousands of years in difference. Like Da Vinci is a totally different 1,000-year difference from like Caesar and ancient Rome. It's very it's all over the place for me. Anyway, this is our tour guide. What's his name again? Eugene, I think. I'm not sure. But he was cool. He had a really, really shiny bald head. Really, really shiny. It was so bald, it was bleeding. There were like a few spots on his... Oh wait, can't even tell that the picture's in front of his head. Looks exactly the same. I think, yeah, it looked like it was just so shiny and so smooth. Didn't realize he was bleeding from some spots of it. Also, XComics noticed that his fly was undone. Trust XComics to notice that. Though I didn't want to be the one to tell him. I didn't even notice. I think XComics really had to look in there to notice. But anywho, really nice guy, really Italian. He said "Mamma Mia" a lot, which is so awesome to hear. I thought "Mamma Mia" was one of those things that like no Italians actually say. It's just something that got popular to say, you know. But no, he said it a bunch, and I love it. Mamma Mia. He said a lot when there's like a lot of crowds. Like for example, look at this interesting thing. Look at this door. Look how high up this door is. It's because like they buried, or the Christians try to bury this structure. Like this brick thing behind these pillars is actually like built way later. This is like by the Christians, but these pillars are still from the Roman times, and they tried to like demolish it. And you can look up here. Look at these cuts. See these cuts here? That was done by chains attached to horses, and they were trying to pull the pillars down, but they're built so strongly that they stopped and gave up after some time. It was really fascinating. I would never have noticed that stuff, so I'm really glad to have done the tour. I know it doesn't sound like I learned too much. I mean, it was hard to understand him. You get a thick Italian accent. He did not say, "Let's go." He didn't say that. But from the things I did catch, you know, very informative, very cool stuff. And for example, like this, like, so again, ancient Rome was buried, and like people had just like the Christians broke down as much as they could, and they sold as much as they could in the black market, and they just like filled this entire forum area up to this point here. And they use just like bits of broken columns and things to fill it up with, which is like just really mind-boggling. Like, look at this. See, that's a part of a pillar. It's really sad, really. I didn't realize there was so much. I thought Rome just kind of fell apart over time because I don't know, it expired. It got too big. I'm not sure. I didn't realize there was this whole like literal cover-up attempt by the Christians. It was kind of sad to see like all of this advanced stuff be taken down. And like bricks and stuff, like the Romans apparently would never show bricks. Like to the Romans, bricks were like the embarrassing inner layer that you want to cover up with like smooth marble. They would never show exposed brick. All that stuff was really interesting. Really big space as well. Wait, hold on. There was a... Oh, I don't think I have it in this photo here, but you can tell like how much was... There's like a dirt line somewhere up here. I guess you could just tell from this thing here. Oh no, not this. There's some wall here where you can tell there's a significant line like halfway through, and that's where the soil was covered up to, and it was just like a grassy field. And all of this stuff was lying underneath it for like 1,000 years. Crazy. Hey, congrats on that spider, Firefly. Whenever I get a cozy apartment with an exposed brick wall, I will think of the Romans. Yeah, think of how the Romans would have frowned upon your exposed brick wall. And then we went to the Colosseum with the same tour. And this is when he was really letting those Mamma Mias fly. Mamma Mia! Because there are so many goddamn people! Look at this! It's like that scene from World War Z, when they climb over the wall, all the zombies. That's what it felt like. So many! This is the queue, actually. We have to like get to the back of the queue and... This is the other side. Yeah. It was wild. And that's the skip the line queue. This queue that we're all in, this is the skip the line queue. Not even the normal, you know, buy tickets line. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. And this is also not even peak season. This is off peak. This is actually in the Coliseum now. I almost lost the group. Okay, so they give you these wireless headsets, which I'm so thankful for, because I would not be able to hear him if he was just like shouting to a group. I'd also be embarrassed as well. I don't want to interrupt people. So he was like talking on his headset and we could all hear. But then at this point, I got so far behind that I lost connection and I could barely even see his flag anymore. I got a little scared. I also lost Exocomics. I was really like swept away in the crowds here. But yeah, very, very cool to see the Colosseum. All of the stuff down here is like actually underground, where all the like slaves and the staff staff workers were working around and transporting lions and stuff. I really want to see Gladiator again. X Comics, we gotta watch Gladiator. I tried to get X Comics to watch Gladiator with me before we went to Rome, because she wanted to watch documentaries first to understand what we were seeing, but we didn't get around to it. Rebels are. The Colosseum was much smaller than you thought it would be? Oh, really? How big did you think the Colosseum would be? I thought it was still pretty large. I mean, look at these people. They're so small in the distance. To me, it still seemed really grandiose. I'm trying to look at the cool photos, but my eyes just keep going to the booty sushi egg. How dare you? Hey, get out of here. I'll bring it back. I like how it comes back all nice and seductively slow. Fast? Slow. Oh, and this random shot is just a random cathedral or church or something. No one was in it. It was just X Comics night. No one was lining up to it. It was like a real, oh yeah, here's a random church with a door. Like, who gives a crap? No one wants to check it out. And I was like, oh, let's check it out. Let's just go in the door and see what it's all about. And you go in, and it's amazing looking, super extravagant, awesome, detailed, impressive building that is just like this random church that, I mean, doesn't even show up on the map. I mean, I'm sure it shows up on the map, but it's not anything like special. It's not like something that you organize a tour to see. So it's just really amazing that just a random church like this could look so fascinating inside. It was awesome. In my head, the Colosseum was twice as big. It seemed like chariots wouldn't have enough room to make loops like in the Gladiator. Oh, right. Oh yeah, I could see what you're saying, yeah. Though there's a different, isn't there a different Colosseum that's more elongated? That they use for like chariot races? I know they have chariots in Gladiator, but there's a different type of thing, right? Where it's like a lot more like a pill shape thing. I didn't see it. I don't even know what it's called, but I think that one's quite large. And just yeah, NASCAR. That's what I was thinking of. Ancient NASCAR. People everywhere. Oh, so many people. Good Lord. I think Rome was the busiest place we visited. Just, can you imagine that this is just like a more of a plaza area, but could you imagine all the other streets around areas like this where you're limited to just a bit of sidewalk because there's just so many cars, which is a whole other thing. Driving in Italy is, I can't even begin to imagine driving in Italy. They don't even have lanes sometimes. They don't have lanes. It's just crazy. And yeah, you're stuck on these little sidewalks, and still there's just so many people. You feel like circumvent around them. Why are there boobs in the corner? It's not boobs. It's a booty. Hey, was it booty sushi egg? Is the northern words. Also, welcome back, Wolfie. Woof. Yeah, hide these goddamn distracting booties. Jeez Louise. I have heard Italy is nuts for driving. Yep. Yep. Also, I've never seen so many small cars before. I thought the smart cars had like gone bankrupt or something because I never see them. But now I know where they all are. They're all in Rome. Everyone has those tiny cars. And a lot of them are scuffed. Like, they look like bumper cars. Oh. Thank you very much for that, Luckily. And X-Comics Rome was so busy, especially in the afternoon, so we would do sightseeing in the morning, have lunch, then have a nap during the busy part of the day, and then go out again in the evening. Yeah, that worked out really well. Especially because I was so tired after after just a few hours of being outside. During that afternoon time, it's just so hard to get anywhere. There's just too many people. Yeah. Definitely true. It was insane. Here's the famous Spanish steps. Okay, I think actually, you know what? At this point, I'm running out of steam, but I don't want to run out of steam because there's still lots to discuss and show and talk about, and I don't want to rush the rest of it. So how about we do our final draw them words, and then maybe wrap things up there. How does that sound? How does that sound? Yes, let's stay here amongst this giant crowd. Okay. Whew. Well, without further ado, let's check out our final draw them words. Boom, and add your words right now. Wolfie, I want to turn a smart car into a lawnmower by putting blades on the bottom. That'd be pretty cool. You could mow your lawn like that within 10 seconds. Yeah, I think driving in Italy would be just my worst nightmare. Anything else? I have people like on mopeds and bikes as well. I don't know how you do that stuff. And how do you park? Because my life expectancy would be so diminished. Too much stress. 5 seconds. 5 seconds on your word. All right. 29 words. Bologna. Okay, let's see. The words are blueberry, Colosio, draw grain. I think Colosio is supposed to be Colosseum. Let's see here. Oh, Colosio is the Italian word for Colosseum. Oh, okay. I thought it was just cut off. Blueberry. Oh, but two of those words are Yodos and draw grain. I'm not drawing draw grain. So we got to change two of these. The thing is, which one should we keep? Colosseum or blueberry? Well, I'm torn because on one hand, Colosseum would be, it's very relevant to today's stream about Rome and stuff. But on the other hand, screw that. Screw drawing a whole Colosseum. But alas, I will have to keep with. I mean, of all the streams to be drawing Colosseums, this has got to be the one, right? So I'm gonna redo blueberry, croissant. Okay, cool. Like that, croissant, Colosseum, Colosseum, hey, and then draw grain. Draw grain will be gladiator. Oh, it's Yoda as well. Okay, croissant, Colosseum, gladiator. Well, Colosseum, gladiator. They go hand in hand anyway. Let's redo gladiator. Or Colosseum. Which one to keep? Keep Colosseum or keep gladiator? Oh, the decisions. Hey, Kitty Rules. Hello. Welcome back. How you doing? Let's keep with Colosseum. Let's make it. Yeah, let's keep things hard for us. Luggage. Okay, there we go. Croissant, Colosseum, and luggage. How is this going to work? Croissant, Colosseum, luggage. Okay, I got it. You got an idea? You might actually draw it? Hey, you should draw it then, Detonator. Draw it and we'll compare. See if we're on the same brainwave. Okay. Let's begin. 5 minutes. Starting. Now. Uh, what the heck is a Colosseo? It's Italian for Colosseum, apparently. Oh god. Uh, oh, and lordy. I don't know. I don't know how to draw a Colosseum or a croissant, I'm realizing. So this has been a disaster. It kind of looks like a cursed PlayStation controller. How much time do I have? 170 seconds. Okay. Let's see if I can salvage this. I know I haven't even done the luggage part. That's still to come. Kind of free. It looks kind of like a helmet for a spider. Spider gladiator. Uh-huh. Um. God, this looks terrible. This looks awful, awful, awful. Wait. How does the luggage fit into this? I had an idea that was still to come. Not. Oh my god, we only have a minute. Okay. I gotta start. I gotta start. How do I do the luggage? How do I do the luggage? Come on, luggage. Come on, luggage. Leroy Kiwi, thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back. $22 months. How are you doing? This is so stupid and bad. Oh no. Um.
Time's up, pal.
It looks bad. I am sad. Okay. I'm just gonna make the color a little bit better. I mean, I was expecting it to be the type of luggage that had 4 wheels. Oh, like the one that you do straight, kind of. That might have made more sense. I think it's okay. Yeah. It's 3 a.m. where I live, so I'm just gonna go to bed. All right, have a good night, Leroy Kiwi. Thanks again for the resub. And I'm just about to wrap up myself, so let's all go to bed. Let's all go to. Oh, just add a handle. Oh, yeah, Yoda, that would have been a lot better, wouldn't it? Just add a handle to the top. Oh, well, I can't. I have to live with my mistakes. I had this idea in my head that it had to be one of those wheelie luggages, but then you're totally right. Luggage could also work with just like a suitcase with a handle on top. Oh well. I've made my Croissant Coliseum luggage and I'm gonna have to sleep in it. Let's export. This design was a wheelie bag choice. Thank you. All right, here we go. There we go. And Firefly catching the last spider of the stream. 80 spiders so far for you. Congrats. Detonated, you started drawing your idea late, giving yourself more time? Look, I am very curious to see if you are willing to share your attempt at Croissant Coliseum luggage. Oh, Kitty Rose, you said it first, the spider on your screen? Ouch. That would have been like less than a second's worth of difference. So close. All right. Oh, you know what else I should have done? It's too late now. But I was going to add some more crumbs. Maybe crumbs like behind it, trailing. That would have been good. Oh well, whatever. Kitty Rose, you've never gotten a spider? You've been here for 7 years. Oh my, really? You haven't got a single spider? What a noob. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to bounce now. So that was, we did all the draw them words. Thank you very much, everyone. Over here. Thank you very much for coming back, for joining, and for hanging out, and for resubbing, and yeah, good to be back. So good to be back. I was getting a little like, I mean, at the beginning of the holiday, I was like, "Yay, cool! I'm on holiday, sweet." But then by the end, I was really missing like just coming back to like the routine of things and streaming and working on comics and stuff. So it's good to be back. Super glad I didn't come back with a cold or even worse, COVID. Even though it tried to get me, but I managed to sleep it off and found all these like vitamin C pills that I got in France. I got these ones in France. Apparently, the human body can like digest 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C, I think, and each one of these is only 170. So, but it says to take one per day. But I'm a rule breaker. Look how empty it is. It's so empty, and this is my second bottle. But yeah, okay. Time for tomorrow's stream. Yes, I'll be continuing this, my holiday photos, and Exocomics' holiday photos, in tomorrow's stream, part 2. So look forward to that. For now, I will say farewell. I'm gonna go have some lunch, some New Zealand lunch, not fancy European lunch, and see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Farewell. And oops, I forgot to do things. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, let's find a raid. I forget. That's right. We're gonna end on a raid. Also, what the hell is this? Cerisi somehow has beaten my. Wait, what? Cerisi already. Wait, huh? How did you do this? How did you get past my... Oh, it would have just paused, and then it just... Okay, I see what happened. It wasn't paused before, it just paused in the meantime. There we go. Okay, let's see. Who to... Oh my god. Oh, the bobbers. Let's see. Let us... Okay, I've got choices to make here. I got choices. Let's go and send some loading hours love to Attack Rack. Let's do that. So, we're going to be rating Attack Rack. She is... What is she doing? Just chatting? What is this? Boop my snoot. Okay, well, let's all boop Attack Rack's snoot. And see you all in tomorrow's stream. Goodbye. Farewell. And see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.